You guys under quarantine right now? What, me? I'm not, like, quarantined, but I mean, like... You know, we're being told to social distance and a lot of stuff is shutting down. I don't think America... Is the U.S. on, like, full-on lockdown? I don't think it is it? I know a lot of places have shut down and been like, hey, we're gonna close everything until this blows over, etc., but... I don't know, it doesn't, COVID hasn't really affected my neck of the woods very much. It has a little bit, obviously, because, like, everywhere is affected to some extent. But I'm not, like, I am not heavily affected by it with where I live. So, you know, I don't really know what the whole deal is of how everything is going entirely, honestly. Oh, life seeds give you +5 health. Right, that's where I need to give Totodile. That's what I did. This episode is demonetized because I said the word COVID. It depends on when this... If that was in the first, like, 2 minutes of a video, you're probably right. I said I was going to Frosty Force, right? The strong foe is Spinda. Spinda is not a strong foe. That's a lie. You're lying. Let's go, boys. Me and the boys going to beat up some Spinda. I'm not allowed to leave the house because, in the words of Chaos himself, I'm a literal child. When did I say that? I probably said it within the past, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I've just immediately forgotten. It's fine as long as I don't put the name of the thing in the video title. Probably won't get demonetized, hopefully. Gotta find Ditto's trendy specs. They're not very... This looks like the glasses the evil person from The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes wears. I swear. It's because you're still in high school. Oh, yeah. If you're still in high school, you're a literal child. Sorry. Literal child. Maybe I'm the literal child. I can't even say literal. Yeah, calling a high schooler a literal child sounds like me. Look at all these apples! Yo, someone pick up that other apple that I accidentally missed. As I murder this snow runt. Ow. Out of here. I should probably, now that we're starting to get pretty close to this point in the game... Oh, that was an Azurill, not a Marill. I thought to myself, like, this isn't very effective, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because Fire Blast is amazing. But, what was I going to say? I should probably start checking the Kecleon shop every day for Reviver Seeds and Tiny Reviver Seeds. And start buying them with where we are in the game currently. Easy, Ember. Is there a reason why you can't say COVID? I mean, I can say it, I just did. But if you put COVID in, like, a YouTube video title, or... Well, first of all, if you put it in a... I know this for certain. If you put it in a video title, there is a very high chance your video will be demonetized because it's such a trigger word for YouTube's system right now, which is dumb. It's very dumb, but that's how YouTube is. Second of all, sometimes if you say words like that early enough in the video, YouTube's automatic algorithm will, like, check the first minute or two of your vid to see if you, like... use words like that they don't want to be advertised specifically to children, and they'll demonetize you because of it. Because they don't want, you know, there was all that business a few years ago with Adpocalypse where, like, a bunch of companies started saying, hey, don't put our ads on videos where they, like, show violence and stuff. And so they had to, YouTube started getting ridiculous with demonetizing stuff. It doesn't happen as much nowadays, but it definitely still happens where videos will get demonetized if YouTube's system decides, like, hey, this seems pretty controversial. Controversial. There's a chance that our advertisers or whatever, our sponsors, whoever pays for ads, would not want their thing to be advertised on this YouTube video. So the way they get around that is demonetizing it. Shiny Spinda, this is the first time I've seen it before in my life. It is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, and I don't ever want to see it again in my life for as long as I live. You're still alive. Blaze, die. Got it. My HP is fine. This is a good amount of HP. This lets me blaze, except now I'm out of blaze. Oh, this is a Piloswine. Well, it was a Piloswine. Why did I Fire Blast a rock type? Well, it worked, so good call by me. Blast Seed is useful. Blast Seeds are way better in this game. They do 100 damage now. It's like, used to do like 35. That's insanely good. Easy triple kick. Shiny Stantler is hideous. Oh, I'll take your word for it. Normal Stantler I consider hideous, so I can only imagine how the shiny would go. Piloswine, I will destroy you. Dude, Signal Beam's range is actually dumb. No! Help! Help! Thank you, Signal Beam. Okay, so what was your favorite opening and ending when you watched Haikyuu? My favorite opening is definitely Fly High. Because I already liked Fly High before I watched Haikyuu. My favorite ending? I think Haikyuu had 2, maybe even 3 endings that I really liked. There were definitely 2. I know Season 3's ending is probably my favorite, but that might be recency bias. I really love the animation for it, and I like the song a lot. I think it was one of the endings in Season 2 or maybe it might have been Season 1, actually. I think it might have been the first or the second ending in Season 1 I was a big fan of. But honestly, I cannot remember. It's been too long. Too long, he says. It's not that it's been too long, because I watched Haikyuu in, in the past month and a half? It hasn't been too long, it's just that I didn't pay that much attention to the endings to have them memorized. There you go. What is Haikyuu about? It's about a bunch of guys with really good character arcs and character development playing volleyball in a very shonen style. It's very, very good. I would highly recommend it. It is a great sports anime. It's the best sports anime I've ever seen, he says, having only seen, like, maybe 20 episodes of iShield 21 when he was younger, and then Haikyuu. Have I watched any other sports anime? I don't think I have. Unless you count Yu-Gi-Oh! As a sports. Yo, all these tiny Reviver Seeds. Let's go. Here's his Season 5 wacky ending. What is... From Haikyuu? Haikyuu doesn't have a Season 5. Season 4 is currently airing. The first 2 seasons of Haikyuu are on, The first 2 seasons of Haikyuu are on Netflix. I would highly recommend watching it. Season 1 is good. Season 2 I would consider great. And Season 3 is also great. And Season 4 is currently airing. They're all very good. Season 3's ending? Yeah, Season 3's ending is the one I really like. I'm pretty sure. Oh, good. We're done with Bagon now. Perfect. I love Season 3's ending. It's a good song, and also I love the animation they did for it. It's very nice. I've heard Kuroko no Basket, or Basket, however you say it, which is a basketball anime, is also considered one of the best sports anime alongside Haikyuu. Normally, Kuroko no Basket and Haikyuu are the 2 anime I hear of when people talk about sports anime. And occasionally iShield 21, which I want to rewatch iShield 21. I watched a little of it when I was younger, but that was when I, man, I was probably only, maybe 13 or 14 around the time. I don't know. It was whenever it was originally airing on Toonami, I think, in dub. But I remember liking what I did see. But, I never kept up with it because I didn't really keep up with anime back then. I barely even kept up with Naruto back then. But, I wanna watch iShield 21, and I'll probably watch Kuroko no Basket at some point as well. Because I wasn't sure if sports anime would be my thing, and Haikyuu is definitely a sports anime that's like, hey, this is a sports anime, but it's like your typical shonen. Kind of. It has typical shonen themes, and the volleyball matches are kind of similar to, shonen fights. But, and I remember liking iShield 21, too, so I think I'm pretty in for sports anime, so I want to watch more of them. But I don't want to watch another sports anime, right after I just finished Haikyuu. I just watched One Punch Man Season 2, and I think me and Michael are planning... I'm reading Bleach right now, and Michael just finished One Punch Man, or he's almost done with One Punch Man Season 2. And then I think me and him are going to watch Fire Force, or he's going to watch and then read Bleach with me. One or the other. I'm not sure. Me and him need to talk about that. Me and Michael are actually... Michael has now watched the majority of anime that I really like. So now me and him are kind of in the same scenario when watching new anime. Whenever we want to watch or read something new, we're like, hey, both of us would probably want to watch and read this, and neither of us have seen it before. So we should watch it at the same time. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So anytime I want to watch or read a new series, I got to run it by Michael and see what he's thinking, because we're trying to stay on the same page. Makes it a lot more enjoyable when, if you're watching something new, someone else is also, that you talk with a lot, is also watching it. So we're trying to keep that going. That's what we did with Dr. Stone, One Punch Man Season 2. It's what we did with Haikyuu. And we wanna keep it that way. So anytime we want to get into a new anime, we gotta talk to one another first. See what the other one is thinking. Oh, hey, Nose Pass. I do not have Echo Cave, but you'll give me money, so join me. Yeah, throw that rock. I'm not going to watch Promised Neverland, because I already read the synopsis and know that I would hate it, because I don't like young children and whatnot. Sly and Michael watched it, and they both really love it, but it's definitely not something I'm interested in. So I will not be watching that. Fire Force, I heard, was pretty good, though. Slyro already watched it, as did RTK, I think, and they were like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not going to be like your new favorite anime or anything, but it's definitely worth watching. I think Slyro said the same thing you did. I think Slyro was, like, in the middle of Fire Force. He was kind of, and he was watching it weekly. He was, like, in the middle of Fire Force. It's, like, really but then he was like, but the beginning and the end, or he said the beginning was good, the middle was really weird, and then he said the end really brought it back for him. So, that's what I'm going to do. I haven't watched the Persona 4 or Persona 5 animation. I plan to at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Because I feel like as soon as I watch either of them, I'm just going to be like, why don't I just play the game? I think I've heard of Made in Abyss, but I definitely haven't watched it. Yo, Gyro Ball, that's pretty good. Unless it sucks in this game like it does Conquest, I actually don't know. Fork over all your cash, nerds. Yo, Reviver Seed with the Rainbow Gummy, let's go. Also 75 points, nice. We have so far to go to get to gold. What is Made in Abyss about? I don't think anyone's ever told me. Give me a pitch Made in Abyss to me right now. Give me the general idea. That is a pass scarf. Who cares? The Reviver Seed is what I really want, and the points. Really, I just want the points. Yo, we're about to break 3K. Looks like we gotta get to probably around like 5K to level up. To get to gold. I can't... Oh, we got 175 from that. Why did we get so much from that one? Oh, whatever. I'll take it. I don't remember what all you have to... I think you have to just, like, cycle a bunch of days to get the story to continue. Oh, never mind. Here's the story right here. This. That dream again. It's been a while. Sup, Gardevoir? You're Gardevoir. Yes, Gardevoir. There's so much I want to ask you. Why do you appear in my dreams? As an agent of spirits, I must watch over you. That's a little creepy. Because that is my role now. An agent of spirits? Yes. I fell under the curse of Ninetales in place of a trainer. And because a presence without a physical... And became a presence without a physical form like this. A trainer. You mean the human that was in the legend about Ninetales? It's awful that your trainer would abandon you and run away. Yes, my trainer was a terrible person. That's why Team Plasma is right. Mean and conniving, my trainer wasn't a nice person, truly. But I don't hate my trainer. You don't hate your trainer? Why not? Well, I wonder why myself. I don't quite understand. Maybe you're dumb. Like every other Pokemon in this world. My trainer did some terrible things, but I can't bring myself to feel hatred. My trainer had some quirks, but there were good qualities too. Were there really? And when it happened, I was desperate. When it happened? You mean Ninetales' curse? Yes. I protected my trainer from Ninetales' curse with my entire being. If the trainer is facing danger, it is our duty to protect the trainer with our lives. We Gardevoir are that way. I kept my trainer safe. That alone was enough to make me happy. Protect the trainer even at the risk of your own life. It's amazing what Gardevoir did. Oh, I must mention, I don't mind the form I have taken. I live on this way with pride in the role I have been given. Yeah, we have to make sure that all the kids playing this game don't think that Gardevoir, like, getting cursed to basically die was a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Role. Yes, all things have a role. They all serve a purpose. Just as I have my own role to play, you too have a role to fill. You have come here to perform a certain role, and for that role, you became a Pokemon. What? What are you saying? Ah, an earthquake! No, wait! I need to know more! Alright, Maiden Abyss. Basically a giant chasm in the earth where rare artifacts are found. People go down in the abyss for fame, fortune, and other stuff. The story revolves around the main character Rico and Reg. They descend the abyss to find out where Reg came from and to find Rico's mom. Okay. So it's a shonen. It's like it's kind of, I don't want to say typical because that sounds bad, which I don't. There are tons of people who think like, oh, you said typical shonen, that must mean it's bad. I don't think that at all. I love shonen. Shonen is my favorite genre. But is it like a shonen? Like they fight and stuff? Like fight monsters or something? Like what do they do other than go into the chasm? What's like the conflict? It's far from a shonen? Alright, I need a better pitch than this. This has not told me much about the show. The next morning, there was an earthquake, wasn't there? I think I had that dream again. I think I spoke with Gardevoir. She said something important. That's it. She did say something. You have come here. What? I'm not reading this. I literally read this, like, within the past minute. Gardevoir knows. She knows why I became a Pokemon. She also said something about a role. What did she mean by that? Ah, who cares? Good morning, Solo. Huh? What's up? Something wrong? All right, that earthquake earlier. You're worried the same way I am. Should've known, Solo. Alakazam's team hasn't come back yet, and they say Groudon is wickedly strong. So yeah, it is a bit worrying. It's a seinen? I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. I want to know. Can learn something new today. What is seinen? I know what shonen and shoujo are. Gave my friend FF15 for his birthday. Said he really liked it. Dude, sick. It's a good game. But then again, Alakazam's bunch is tough too. They should be okay. Doubt it. Well, we did leave Groudon up to Alakazam, so we can't do much of anything but wait for them to come back. We gotta do what we can do. Let's give it our best for our rescue team. You ever watched Kamen Rider? No, but I've heard a lot of it. Oh, it's these idiots. I'm Wynot, and this is Wobbuffet. We have a notice on the bulletin board outside the Pelipper post office. Okay. Please look at it for me, please, please. Wobbuffet! Please help me. I have to go now. Alright, well. That person probably has brain damage. Seinen is a subset of manga is targeted at 18 to 30-year-old male audiences. The audience can be older with some comics aimed at businessmen well into their 40s. Japanese, the word seinen means young man or young men. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, well. I'll just, I'm getting in a call with my boys on Friday. RTK's probably watched Made in Abyss, so I'll just ask him about it and if he thinks it'd be something I'd care about or not. What was that? What just happened? That little Pokemon. What was the boy called? Why not? How'd you know it was a boy? He wanted us to check the bulletin board at the Pelipper post office. Maybe those two have a problem or something. They put up a rescue job notice on the bulletin board. There's only one way to find out. Let's go to the Pelipper post office and check the bulletin board. I always do that every day. I think we're done for today, though. Pretty sure someone did uptime just a minute ago and we were basically... Oh, yeah, we're already over time. Save and go to the main menu. Well, for those of you watching on YouTube... we got all 3 of the birds up there. Sick. Those of you watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. Over 9 hours in this game already. Holy cow. It shouldn't be much longer to finish the main story, depending on how much time I spend, like, ranking up and doing extra stuff, to be honest. Because, we're already coming up on Groudon, and if I remember right, like, once you do the Groudon part and beat Groudon, after that, it's like go to Sky Tower, and then you go to Sky Tower, and that's the end of the main story. And like I said, I don't plan on doing the post-game, because Mystery Dungeon post-game is normally very annoying, and on top of that, I have so many other games coming out to play. So, I could probably finish the game in, like, probably 2 more streams, I would wager, most likely. But yeah. If you want to try and catch them live, link to my Twitch channel in the description. I might already be done with the game by the time this video goes up, who knows. But you can catch me play other stuff as well, or keep watching on YouTube. I appreciate the support either way. Until next time, farewell.